Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Abby here. And look at the nails. First of all, can we appreciate? I'm about to get into gel nails, y'all. Like dead ass. I'm about to get into gel nails. I've been obsessed with, first of all, magnetic nails. You guys have no idea because I filmed one video and then dipped. And I was gonna film a lot more, but life got in the way. And also just like have not been feeling good at all. But I did film two videos. One of them was with these really nice gorgeous ass nails. It was also a video I filmed on finals day, and I was all dressed up. I was gorgeous, had these red magnetic press-ons, and they were so gorgeous. And ever since then I've been obsessed with gel magnetic polish. So am I going to be starting to do gel manicures on myself? Yes, because I'm obsessed with how it looks. Besides that, it's been a while since we talked, and a lot has happened. First of all, we have not addressed Luigi Mangione, the guy who shot the CEO healthcare, CEO whatever guy. That's crazy. He's hot as hell. That's all I'll say on that. And another thing I'll say actually is that it sparked a wide conversation about like just the way that people approach the situation. And all I really wanted to say on that, and all that I really thought of in that situation, is that whether or not you believe somebody is deserving of death or not doesn't matter. Like, your opinion will forever not matter on that. And you have the right to have one, but at the end of the day, it's never gonna matter. You know why? Because we're not God, so we can't decide. And we also, like, it's just not, it's just above our authority. But that's all I'll say on that, because I recorded a whole 20-minute long video on that, and it was a lot of frustration at everyone. The situation, the way it was handled, was so interesting by people, and there was a lot of it was just weird. It was a weird time, honestly, and a lot of people wanted to take that as a time to feel morally superior and make others feel less. And it's just like, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you think someone like deserved to die, not deserve to die, because you're just thinking, and it doesn't really matter because you didn't do anything. And also, you're just you. Like, whatever you think, just because you think it doesn't mean it's correct or right or justified or moral or whatever. And that's just your opinion, and I just don't give a fuck because it doesn't matter or mean anything. Personally though, kind of ate with that. Kind of ate with that assassination. Kind of ate. Hey, if something's iconic, it's iconic. That's all I'm gonna say. Moving on from that though, that's not at all what this video is about. Sorry, side note, I just really wanted to bring it up because that happened and we had to talk about it. What I really wanted to talk about in this video is not really talk about anything in particular, but I guess try and focus in on this feeling that I've been feeling recently that is not good. It's 2025, crazy, January 2nd, 2025, and it's the new year. Christmas happened. It was severely underwhelming, and New Year's happened, and it felt like any other day. And there was nothing really special about this whole Christmas year. It felt like for the longest time, like especially like January 1st, like that's when I was like yesterday, I was feeling this feeling more where it's like I feel like I'm waiting for the holidays to still happen and they've already passed. So I'm feeling, I guess, stuck in a moment. But I don't know. I also was just thinking, like, this school year has been so, like, I've been feeling very much like I feel unproductive right now. Payroll is low, so I'm not getting scheduled much. And also, if I wanted to, I could certainly ask for hours, but I don't. Okay? So keep that in mind. If I wanted to, I certainly could ask, but it's like, I just don't want to work. Hey, like, that is just that. I really just don't want to work. But also, I don't know. I've been like, it's a weird thing because on one hand, I'm like, the school year was so hectic, like so hectic, and I did not get a single break once the school year started. It was like, you know how people have like spring break, winter break, whatever. We had a Thanksgiving break, and during that entire Thanksgiving break, I had to do homework and hella stress and like grind. I'm talking like every day, like, okay, this time to this time we do homework for this many hours, and then like basically like meal prepping my days so that I know, like, so I can make sure that the project is split, like like time management, basically just like splitting up projects and assignments into different days, or this day I focus on this day I focus on this, and like slowly nibbling away at them. But it was just so much. And like when it comes to like homework like that, where it's just like, it's not even like it's hard or anything, it's just a lot. But when it comes to things like that, I really, I'm really bad low key, because I like to just like go, 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 and then don't stop until I'm finished. And like, I won't eat until I'm finished. I won't like do anything until I'm like done. And then once I'm done, like, that's like everything. I can do everything else, like eat or whatever. And like, that's the reward, because like, I just need to get these things done. Like, that's just the way that my brain works. And it works for me, but it's also like not healthy. And it's also, like I said, not healthy. It's damaging. Like, it's not a good thing to do. And I know that, so I'm self-aware of that, but it's also like, I really don't know like how else to like not do my, like, there are certainly different ways to go about getting things done. That's just like the way that works for me, like really going and going and just like getting it done. But that drains you like real quick, and it drains you real fast. And when you're doing that for like the past 6 months, past 5 months, um it can get tiring. So it's like, I did the entire school year. That was a lot. But also, in my own personal life, the past 6 months have been so horrible. The past 6 months, first of all, last year was the worst year of my entire lifetime, I think, so far. One of the worst years of my life. There's not many good ones to choose from already, but like, that has to definitely be one of the worst. I put that in top three worst. I think it's probably the third worst year of my life now. Maybe second. But yeah, it was really bad. It was really bad. And specifically the past 6 months, though, those past 6 months were for sure the worst past 6 months of my life. Like, never have I been so just like, the words that I want to use are so rough and hard to describe what it feels like. And I feel like if I said them, a lot of people would be like, that's really like, that's an insane word you're using. But I really want to use those words because it certainly felt like that. And the word that I use in my own personal life and when I'm journaling and writing and like talking in therapy and such is the word grape. Remove the G. And it really does feel like a lot of the times I'm being graped by life. And it's not even just the F word anymore. We've gone past that at certain points, because yes, we've all been effed by life, okay? But it's not like, it's beyond that, okay? We move past that. Sometimes, yes, I am effed by life. But specifically this past 6 months, I was graped by life, okay? It was no longer a pleasurable experience to be in that position. Not that it is to be effed by life, really. But you can find joy, you can find hope, you can find peace, whatever the hell. But the past 6 months, those were horrible, horrible months. And they fundamentally changed me. I think I've talked about this a little bit. And they fundamentally changed who I am as a person. I will literally never be the same person again. And all that to say, like, this is kind of unrelated, but like, it kind of leads into this month, where this month is the 6th month out of the past 6 months. It is January, so it's no longer December, but I am speaking as if it was still December. December was the 6th month. Alexa, what are you doing, girl? Oh, winter storm. Sheesh. In this global warming, what are you talking about? But anyways, back to the story. Like, these past 6 months, December has been like, it's the end of the past 6 months. And I really wanted to like go hard still. I really wanted to film a lot. I really wanted to work a lot and save more money for school so I can afford school. And just do more and continue to do more and continue to like be on top of my A game like I was for the semester of school, which I can do for school because I'm paying thousands of dollars for it. I'm gonna do good at that, okay? I'm gonna apply myself when it's something that I'm paying thousands of dollars for. But it was just like something in my mind just switched like midway through where it's just like I've been feeling so like in limbo. It feels very much like I'm in limbo, like I'm not moving, like, and like the thing is, I can move if I wanted to. I have the choice. That's the thing. I have the choice, but it doesn't feel right to move anywhere. And I don't know. I've kind of been thinking back, obviously, this entire year, like looking back at everything that's happened, but also just been looking back at everything as a whole, like my entire life. And a lot of my past situations, a lot of my past traumas have been coming up and reemerging and like just like reminding me of what happened. And this is I kind of guess this is I kind of think just a question for people who have trauma, people with the trauma. Let me know, is this trauma just like something that's gonna consistently keep being brought up regardless of whether or not you've healed it or not, or will eventually it just go away? Because it kind of feels like my mind is trying to put itself back into situations and feelings based on trauma that are no longer present or applicable and are just kind of things of the past. Where it's like these situations, these feelings, these worries are all very real, but they're very real in the past. They've already happened, they've already passed, they've already been dealt with, and they're like my brain is kind of trying to stick me into that situation or stick me into these mindsets where I'm just not feeling good, obviously, because the underlying feeling and like idea and concept is regarding trauma. It's like not and not specific any specific trauma or any specific incident. It's all of my trauma. So like for example, I'll get reminded of a place that I was where I experienced a lot of pain, like a physical place that I was, a location that I was where I experienced a lot of pain, a person who made me experience a lot of pain, a conversation that made me experience a lot of pain, a moment in time, like just like things and moments and memories and things that are being brought back up. And the thing about me is a lot of times I push back my past. Like a lot of people will always be like, do you remember this? Do you remember this? It's like, no, I don't. And I don't like to remember. And I choose not to remember on purpose. Like I don't remember on purpose because almost every situation in the past, not so much my recent past, but more specifically anything like before 18, which I'm 21, so anything prior to 4 years ago, hey, that's the majority of my life, is laced with some like just evilness, just like some like dark, like obviously like trauma, but like also it's just like every aspect of those memories is laced with something negative that I just refuse to like look back because it's like I don't want to. Nothing about those memories is so happy that it outweighs the negative, so I just don't look back at those memories that much. Also it's just like there's no real point, like focus on the future type of thing. But those memories have been being brought back up, and I'm kind of like I've been in fear, the feeling of fear and the mindset of fear much more this like December going into January. I think once I get back into school, I'm going to be like I'm going to jump right back into the mindset of just like go go go, get it done, get it done. A lot of the time school distracts me like that. But to be on break, to not have school and to not be working that much just because of like scheduling, which is my choice also, it's giving me time to think, but it's also like makes me feel existential a little bit. I like, I don't know. I feel a lot of the time too, and I don't know if this is a thing with trauma. Someone else let me know. But I feel a lot of times like a baby. Like I feel like a child. I feel and ooh, that's a little emotional. I don't wanna cry, but it does feel like a lot of the times I just feel like trapped in fear. And it's a lot of the times it's like, okay, people are like, fear is not good. Fear is the mind killer. Fear I say a lot of the times fear is what's gonna kill me. And it certainly does feel like that, and it certainly has been feeling like that a lot more recently. But it's a lot of the times it's like people are like, okay, just be brave, like be courageous. You can have fear, but like still be brave throughout it. And like I don't know if it's just me, but it feels like a lot of the time I'm not strong enough to beat fear. I'm not I'm not strong enough to overcome fear. And when it comes with fear, it feels like a lot of the times the only option to address it is to confront it. And then what if you're not strong enough to confront it? What then? And that's kind of what I've been feeling. Cause it's just like there's a lot, and this is more so like personal life, but it's also career wise. Girl, I cannot work where I work and doing what I do and the industry that I do right now for the rest of my life. I can't even do that for the next 5 years of my life, I think. So I'm really freaking worried. And I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way around my age, worried about like, what are we doing? I cannot do this for the rest of my life. I can't do this for the next 5 years. I would literally rather be dead than be having to do this. And it's like, okay, but the S word is never an option, but it really is looking like an option when I just refuse to do shit that I don't like. I don't want to do something that I don't like with my life. I don't want to spend any longer, because the thing is like the past has been already so traumatic and so stressful and so horrible. I don't want to spend any longer having to do something that is also just horrible for me in order to eventually like live a life that it was good, you know? Because it feels like a lot of like the blueprint path is you have your childhood. Childhood's really good, really nice, really fun, really fresh. Going to high school, really fun, really fresh, had those experiences. Move on to college, really fun, really fresh, really fun. You're going out partying, having those drinking experiences. Oop, the real world starts. Everything is serious now, and now you have to go and be a real person, a real adult, whatever, and do whatever. And then as you grow in your career field, you get more leniency and whatever, and then you die, and then whatever. It really has not been like that at all for me. It really was okay childhood. It's really horrible. Nothing's really fun. Nothing's really fresh. Lots of trauma. Move on to middle school, high school. Not really fun. Not a lot of trauma. No experiences. Move on to high school, or college, I mean. Also not really fun and fresh. I mean, it's getting better. We're having, like, things are slowly progressing better and better. But now, where are we? Like, think about the position we're in. We're in college, and then now we're about to go move into adult. So it's like things are barely getting better, it feels like, and we're barely in college. But then right after this ends, it's the real world. It's the horrible, it's the working, it's the grinding, it's the machine that grinds you up into dust and just kills you. And I really cannot do that. And that has been the revolving thought around this month and the revolving feeling around December as well. I think, like I said, once I get back to school and like I'm just distracting myself with the grind, it's gonna feel a lot less stressful and like a lot less worried about what's next. But as of right now, and like what I've been feeling all throughout December, that is what I've been feeling. It's really been the feeling of like, what if I can't do this? You know, it's funny because the last I was gonna say last episode, I was like, I can do whatever. I can do whatever I want. And it's right. I can do whatever. I can do what I want. That's not the issue. I can do all that stuff. I just don't know if I'm strong enough to continue to, like, you need the motivation to do all that stuff. And then what if I don't have the motivation? it really does feel like the answer is like, if you can't keep going, then what? You know what I mean? Because that's like what the main thing is. It's like no matter what, you have to keep going. But then what if you cannot keep going? What if you cannot keep moving? Those are the thoughts that are lingering in my head. So I've been really feeling like SHYT, y'all. But I wanted to film this because at the end of the day, like, yeah, maybe I feel horrible, but maybe somebody else feels just as horrible. And maybe they're like, I have to be the only one. Or maybe this comes across somebody's like screen and they're like, I relate to this heavily. And if so, we're suffering together. But I just like, I couldn't sit with these feelings by myself. I needed to put them somewhere. And I did not feel like writing because I tried journaling like midway through the month and nothing was coming to me. But I still felt the feelings and I just couldn't articulate them on paper and pencil. I needed to like speak them out. So thank you for listening. This video was kind of long and I don't expect anyone to really watch it all the way through. But if you did, thank you. Give me a like or thumbs down. And I appreciate everything. Leave a comment whatever you want. But I appreciate above all else just you being here and listening. So thank you, and I will see you in the next episode.